Welcome back to the case for discipleship part number 5. All right, so today we are going to talk about what is discipleship. Now, if you hear discipleship, it becomes a religious statement, but let's kind of remove that and think of it as a practical working definition. So let me give you 3 examples. If you take a medical student and you turn him or her into a doctor, how you did it is called discipleship. It was a learning process, right? If you take a civilian and you turn him or her into a military, how you did that is called discipleship, right? I am a chemist by profession. So I was once upon a time a chemistry student. If you take a chemistry student and then you turn him or her into a chemist, that process is called discipleship. So it's just learning to become, right? So God wants us to be taking a Christian who is just born again and then disciple him to become a mature Christian. Do you understand? So discipleship is just that process. All right. So once you understand that, then we begin to see a big problem on our hands. Okay. I'm going to make these series of statements, so pay attention. I did not become a chemist because I went to school for 4 years for chemistry. I did not become a chemist because I actually paid my tuition for it. I did not become a chemist because I sat in the lecture hall. A medical student doesn't become a medical student because they went to medical school and then they end up becoming a doctor. You say, Pastor, that's not true. That's how it happened. That is not how it happened. The way it happened was this. I became a chemist because I fulfilled the requirement of a chemist. The lecturer could have given me all the lectures and I still wouldn't be a chemist because I didn't fulfill the requirement of a chemist. So if you look at my transcript, all what a chemist is supposed to do, it was inspected and I fulfilled it. All what a doctor is supposed to do, it was inspected and the doctor fulfilled it, right? When it comes to the Christian faith, there's no inspection for fulfillment. You can listen to a powerful holiness message where Pastor Drew will say, if you court or you date a man, you don't sleep with a man, you don't cook for a man, you don't do that. Right? That lecture is powerful, it is good, but whether the people in the church will do it or not, nobody inspects that and nobody checks that. You understand that? So because there's no accountability in the church setting, after Sunday we close, whether you will do what the pastor said or not, nobody checks it. And people only do what you inspect, not what you expect, right? So there's no inspection when it comes to the life of Christians. And no Christian even in the church thinks that the pastor has a right to inspect their lives. If we want to produce true Christians, then that inspection of their life is necessary. Do you understand that? So that's the first major problem we have encountered, that there's no way we can disciple Christians because the component that turns them into Christians is the inspection of their lives. Today, if you take a closer look at the inspection of the life of people, you'll be shocked the life of an elder. You'll be shocked the life of even some pastors. You see that? So until we are able to implement accountability and inspection in the life of Christians, we are not going anywhere. The second problem is that the way we even do church, our disciple structure, if you use it in medical school, it won't work. Because at medical school, they just preach them and they say go. At law school, they don't just give them lectures and say go. It is the work of the students that make them, right? So in the same way, the work of the Christians is what will make them Christians, not the work of the church. But nobody inspects the work of the Christians. They think it's their personal business. So fortunately, this is another major plague that is plaguing the church. And so we are not going anywhere with the way we do church. It won't change lives because when we close service, people's personal life is their own business. And that is not how any disciple structure is done. When I close lecture, my chemistry work It's not my own business. If I don't do it, I'm not a chemist. Do you understand that? So if you don't do what the pastor said, you're not a Christian. And not only that, the pastor should inspect that you are doing it. You see that? So that dynamics is not in the church at all. So we go Sunday, we close the church, everybody go do their business, we come again, do their business. You can't do that in any space for it to work. Some people are so dysfunctional to think that even when they come to the church, they are coming to do the pastor a favor. Which medical student go to medical school to do the university a favor? Do you understand that? So that is kind of how dysfunctional things are. And so until accountability inspection is implemented as part of Christianity, we are not going to produce any disciples for Christ. All right, we'll continue tomorrow.